Hello everybody and welcome to Late Night Frights. My name is Jeremy and I'm a pre-member here on Late Night Frights. I'm doing my 2-week trial, and so now we're doing horror battles, and so I decided to do a horror battle between The Evil Dead and The Evil Dead 2. There we go. So let's get to it, guys. Okay guys, so the basic plot for The Evil Dead is that a group of teenagers go to this cabin in the woods and come across an audio log of this Professor Noby. And he is talking about something called the Book of the Dead. And it is said that the Book of the Dead is written in blood. And they keep playing it, and it eventually comes across this passage that he reads out of the book, and it summons evil spirits to the woods and to the cabin, and things go downhill from there. Okay, and the plot of Evil Dead 2, it's basically a continuation of the first film, but they couldn't use shots from, The Evil Dead, so they had to go back and recap some of the main parts of the story, with new shots, and they added some new stuff in there, but it is a sequel nonetheless. And this, The Evil Dead 2 is more of a horror comedy, especially stuff like Ash's evil hand, and Ash is trying to shoot it, in the walls, and it's going through all these different mouse holes, and it's really funny that, they kind of add that comedy, but they can also, when they want to, bring it back to the seriousness and then just go back to comedy. And I really like that about The Evil Dead 2. And without any further ado, let's get to round one. Okay guys, so round one is story. Which storyline did I like the best? And something wrong with my throat right now. I really like the story of The Evil Dead, and I like the story of Evil Dead 2. But if I had to choose which story I liked the best, it's a tough one, guys. I'd have to go with Evil Dead 2, just because I grew up with that movie, and also I just find that story a little bit, more interesting, with the chainsaw hand and, stuff like that. So I have to give round one to Evil Dead 2. Guys, so round two is effects. And so which film did I think had the better effects? I would have to go with... Yeah, I'd have to go with The Evil Dead. Just because, it's more than just this one part, but there's this one scene where someone gets stabbed in the ankle with a pencil, and God, that made me cringe, man. And there's some also other, really good effects, in that film. But yeah, I just have to give it to The Evil Dead. Okay guys, so round three is acting. Which one of these films do I think had the better acting? And I'd have to go with Evil Dead 2. Both of these films to me are kind of campy, but that kind of just adds to the films. But I do think that Bruce Campbell did a better job in, Evil Dead 2. But he also did a good job in The Evil Dead. I kind of, can relate to his, not really relate, but I just like his character more in the second film. So, yeah guys, round three goes to Evil Dead 2. Okay guys, so round four is gore. No rhyme intended. So basically, which film do I think has the most gore? And that is a no-brainer. That goes to The Evil Dead, without a doubt. There's so many scenes that are still gross looking to this day. It really... There was quite a couple scenes that really grossed out my mom, and it was hilarious how she reacted to it. But yeah guys, really good effects. Like they had this kind of like a green oatmeal type substance, and it had, different bugs in it, like, roaches and everything, and that was, really gross. And this, white liquid that would spit out of their mouths. And so yeah, guys, that definitely, and with all the blood and just all that different stuff, it has to go to the Evil Dead. Okay, guys, last but not least, round 5, and that is kills. So which film did I think had the most kills? And like I said before, this is a no-brainer. That goes to Evil Dead 2. And so yeah, guys, if you've been keeping count of the scores, you know that Evil Dead 2 has won this horror battle. They fought to the death, and Evil Dead 2 has come out victorious. Okay, guys, so that's it for this video. And if you have a different opinion about the Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, I respect your opinion, so I ask that you respect mine. And once again, guys, my name is Jeremy, and I'm telling you to be careful, because you never know what might be lurking in the shadows.